score.
Laker fans, here we go. Get ready for the fourth quarter. It's underway. Lakers 12 minutes away from a conference title, but that's small compared to the big goal that they won at the end of the playoffs. But here comes JR looking for his first field goal, and there it is. First field goal as a Laker, as a little runner, a floater in the lane.
And that was good patience by the Lakers. What I mean by that is they had an opportunity to take a shot from the corner. Kuz gave it up and ended up with a nice play on for J.R. Smith.
Drive, kick, and finally Clarkson knocks one down. National team during international play. Waiters stops on a dime now. A long three by LeBron, and he's lead is a dozen. And the Lakers blew them out in the second game in Utah of the series. Conley.
He's been hot all night.
Just off the front of the rim. Of course, Conley comes from a very athletic family. His father, a gold medal winning triple jumper. The Olympics 1992. Look at the move by LeBron. Look at the move.
2 trips down, and he's been aggressive offensively, helping the Lakers on a quick start to the fourth quarter.
Clarkson maintains the dribble. Out on top. That one dips in, comes out. Lakers with some renewed energy.
Another long three.
Yes, it is. There it goes. But that one's off target. You knew it was coming, didn't you, Stu?
Absolutely.
Start, stop, back up, foul. Dwight Howard. Don't think so. Down a few family and friends after the first round of the playoffs. Other players who are there in the bubble, other NBA players, are allowed to go to some of the games. Lob under to Dwight. That connection has hit often this year. LBJ.
So intent on getting over and trying to help Royce O'Neal on LeBron that frees up Dwight.
Conley, late whistle. Late 18th year, I mentioned, all-time leader in many categories for Memphis. So it was a much different environment for him. And
did he ask to be traded?
I don't remember
that either.
Trudell is our man on the spot for that. Let's bring in Mike. Do you recall the circumstances surrounding Conley wanting to coming over to Utah? What the genesis of that was?
Did he
leaving
ask to be
Memphis
traded?
after all those years?
Yeah, I think Stu's on top of it. I mean, they weren't really able to get that much back for him at that point with what was going on with the contract, but it was a fit for what Utah had in terms of playing time as well. Billy, I was also going to touch on as LeBron's going to drive baseline here. LeBron not thinking about the 8 seed yet. We asked him that the other day. He said part of that is because there's going to be this play-in almost assuredly now because Memphis's lead is down to just 1.5 games. Or actually, it should be 2 now that San Antonio lost tonight. So a lot of teams still in the mix there. Portland, New Orleans, San Antonio, Memphis. So they can't really zero in on anybody yet, guys. It's going to be interesting to watch on the offense.
Yeah, you got to be within, 4 games to be able to get in. That's going to be pretty easily done, you would think, at this point. And we've only got a week left. I mean, think about it. You got just about a week left of the, quote, regular season. LeBron, the high dribble, thought he got hit on the arm that caused the turnover. But it's going to be
the leading scorer off the bench is for both teams tonight. Dwight Howard
with 9. Ingles set, fire, too long. Rebound LeBron, his 6th. 8:28 remaining. LeBron, by the way, with 13 triple-doubles this year. Second to Luka Doncic. LeBron muscles his way in and finds a little bit of daylight with that left hand, try to scoop it up and in. Mitchell's going to have to go crazy here if they're going to come back. And he's 16, but catching up, Utah. As plays underway again, Kuzma lets it go, and he gets fouled.
Kuz knocks down 1 of 2. Lakers lead is a dozen.
With less than 8 minutes to go. So Kuz, who's had 2 straight 16-point games, has deferred to some of the others tonight. Mitchell on its way. He was wide open. Gobert cleans up, but blows it on. Gobert, the shot put.
What's he shooting?
The only Laker who has not played, and we don't think he's hurt, is Markieff Morris. Davis, left wing out on an island. Now he gets doubled up as he goes towards the basket. And Donovan's on the run. Across the timeline, he looks to attack. Yes, he does. All the way, no. AD trailing with a rebound. Here comes Dwight. Give it up, big fella. And here is KCP. Caruso. Organizing things. Leans in.
Nice
over
play.
Gobert.
Yeah, when Caruso said, come on out one more dribble and see if you can get it.
Alex's first basket. Clarkson. He is 2 for 13 now, I believe. Yes, he is. 2 for 13. Caruso, little change of pace. Probe it. Oh, look at this pass to Dwight. That's good vision. And Dwight scores.
Good thing Dwight had his hands ready, because that pass, LeBron get 2 more, you're welcome, so that he can be in double figures there.
Getting a hand on that, AD, and then assisted defensively by Caruso, out of bounds. Mike, while the action's going on, we're extolling the virtues of Alex Caruso, and I know you want to add to that a little bit.
Well, Alex was frustrated with himself last game, Billy. He had a couple of turnovers during that stretch in the fourth quarter when LeBron sits. Tonight, much sharper, right? He had that pull-up J in the lane. He had that pass, whip-around pass to Dwight. So that was something he was aware of. He's got to make sure to maintain it and not turn the ball over, and he certainly did that tonight.
Yeah, good stuff. We're halfway through the quarter. LeBron, little step back. That's an error.
Just a foul now. 28.
From the floor, 8 for 20. Again, the Utah home game and the piping in of defense on the virtual crowd. Niang, he fronted and made a good play on Dwight Howard as they tried to lob it under him. Now Niang at the other end
That should
and
be
taking a
off. Then don't penalize the guys for being correct.
Lakers
The
up.
penalty was only for when you're wrong.
Now, Lakers up a dozen. They were correct. But again, no more challenges for the Lakers tonight. AD straight away. This comes up short. Lakers tonight shooting threes 30%. And Gobert down the middle he goes. That is more like it for the #1 field goal percentage team in the entire league. LeBron's going to cast off. Got another one. Yes, sir. LBJ.
He shoots much more efficiently going to his left.
Donovan Mitchell looks to answer back. Rebound, the 8th for LeBron. So he has 8 assists, 8 rebounds, 19 points. A lob to AD, but he can't finish.
That would have been his 9th. You're welcome.
Niang, as they're rushing things a bit now. Tapped by 2 Lakers. Taken by Mitchell. He'll back things up. Nearing the 4-minute mark remaining. Lakers in good shape at this moment. Oh, and that goes off the foot. That'll be out of bounds. Shot clock. Number 3 score in the history of the league. He scored his 34,000th point. Earl had 21 in the first half. Right now at 29. So they did a nice number, at least when the game was closer, closing him out here in the second half. This one not done quite yet. AD all the way with one hand.
Team defense there. There were 2 Jazz players that could have stepped in and made Anthony change direction a little bit.
The dunk at the other end.
12-point game.
Gobert, who scored the first points in the entire league during the restart, does not convert. Gobert, another double-double tonight, 12 and 12. He's 5th in the entire league in double-doubles. Yeah, LeBron just he knows it might, in fact, start the next day because they will most likely and will be playing the play-in winner, which will be done over the weekend. In fact, the Lakers just minutes away from clinching. But it's a 10-point game as Conley scores. Lakers not completely out of the woods yet, up by 10.
No, there's still 3 minutes to play, so they've got to execute on this end of the floor.
Kuzma, the handoff to LeBron. AD, 36 points tonight. Looking for more. Can't add more. Look at Caruso in there, bumping around to get the rebound, but now Donovan Mitchell will leave it for Conley. O'Neal really wanted to give it up, and he finally does. They can't dawdle and mess around with the time. Lakers will say, go ahead and take all 24 if you want.
But that's how Utah plays, though. They really do take their time offensively. They're not a fast-tempo offensive team.
And it results in a bucket, so they take their time and cut the lead to 8.
You see, the Lakers can't play prevent. You know, they can't try to protect the lead. They've got to play. Just keep playing the way you were playing to get this lead.
LeBron for three, the rainbow. And all of a sudden, a Utah bucket.
A bucket here might force a TO.
We got a game here in the final two. And Gobert fouled. He'll shoot free. We got KCP, Alex, Anthony Davis, LeBron.
No, this is a crucial trip down for the Lakers. Crucial trip.
Trying to get a bucket back. They had a little bit of a dry spell.
Well, they got
free throws. And that is KCP without the headband. Kuzma, yes! Big basket, as you called it, Stu. They needed it.
It's been a while since Kuz had a shot. He drained that one. They needed that in a big way.
Kuz 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. Now they're really in scramble mode because there's only a minute and a half left. Kuzma playing defense. They've got 8 to shoot. So hustling back into the attacking 47 is Conley. Pull up for 3. Lakers have the rebound. And ladies and gentlemen,
tweaked an ankle, I believe. He's hustling back.
That's something that they obviously got to. He doesn't want out now. Caruso got to get a bounce. Does not. I was about to say the Lakers are this close to being Western Conference champions. Spin. Mitchell. Pass out to Conley for 3. In there.
Good vision.
One more bucket. And that'll do it for the Lakers. Not necessarily do they have to, but one more will definitely seal it.
Yeah, one more should take care of it. If you don't get the basket, then you're going to need a stop.
AD,
4-point play.
There. Lakers will react to being now the lock for the #1 seed and a 40 burger. Put up 40 points. And the Lakers don't hang banners for the #1 seed. They don't hang banners for titles. But it's a nice accomplishment.
Here's a 4-point.
Right back with a 4-point play of your own.
I don't know if I've seen that. 2 back-to-back 4-point plays.
Back-to-back, and especially in a situation late in the game when you absolutely need it. The clock is the Lakers' friend.
What do? They put it in the hands of their best free throw shooter at midcourt. And he's showing off his point guard skills with his handle.
With Royce O'Neal trying to guard him, and then he pulls up. AD comes up short, but they killed nearly the entire 24.
That's the key.
You don't give up a 3. The tap, the rebound, the foul. Frank will 100% talk about that in the postgame tonight.
There's goals during the long.
For Utah, this just puts the team is closer to them by 4. You have to beat Memphis twice in that regard. Of course, you could follow them up or pass them. And that's what they do with Dudley bringing in to Kuzma. And the Lakers are